Amazing, our beautiful viewer. As we say, we promise and we do it. We are still in Vihiga County and we're checking on matters developmental and development and everything about Vihiga County. And today, I have one of the vocal people in Vihiga County when it comes to politics and leadership. He's so passionate in this area. Na kuna maswali mawili nataka tulizane na yeye tuone what's the way forward. Karibu sana Sika Jairo. Is that your real name ama kuna jina ingine?
Hiyo ndio jina. Hiyo ndio jina yenye inajulikana na ndio jina yenye iko kitaja mahali popote hiyo watakuleta kwangu.
Utakuleta kwako immediately.
Yeah.
Penye utakuwa.
Penye nitakuwa wanajua.
So ni engineer Sika Jairo ama ni shukrani ja Sika Jairo?
Otichilo Sika Jairo.
Otichilo Sika Jairo. Okay, that's so great. So Jairo, there is much is happening in Vihiga County and most of them cannot be accounted for. Maybe, I don't know if is it lack of transparency in Vihiga County, I don't really know, but now you know better in all these other things. We've had the issue of county anthem that most of the young people came forth and said, we don't want it. And you being one of them, you were so vocal. Hatutaki kitu. What motivated you not to say hatutaki? To say hatutaki?
Number one, thank you for this opportunity and the platform. And I really want to speak about this thing. Number one, I'm a patriot and a resident of Vihiga, born and raised in Bunyore. I know what it takes to be a native of Bunyore and Vihiga at large, because I think I've traversed the entire Vihiga County. All the 5 sub-counties, I've been able to walk in them.
And listen to the people in those counties.
Yeah. And also engaging to matters with politics. Now, when it comes to the county anthem, to me, I looked at it as a luxury. It's not a necessity at the moment. It's not a necessity at the moment in any way. Because you cannot tell me that what annoyed me most is the amount allocated for a mere county anthem. You see, that thing came as a joke. Even the media station were laughing at us. They were like, 3.8 million for a county anthem. Aje. Even the most expensive studio in Kenya cannot record an audio more than 10,000.
Sure.
The most expensive. Maybe if it goes, if it's
beyond is 20,000.
Maybe 20,000.
Yeah.
And here you want to tell us you are doing a county anthem, because I mean, I've been in the music industry and I'm still in the music industry. I'm an overseer. I'm in the backup of the music industry because I am much related to studios around, within and outside the county. So the issue of telling us that, but I want to let the governor know this. Alisema sisi wenye tumereject county anthem tumerogwa. Hatujui maana ya county anthem. See, when you come and to tell us, number one, that county anthem is a symbol of unity. We already have the national anthem. Which unity do you have in it?
No unity.
We don't have the unity in Kenya.
No one honors.
Completely.
Yeah.
Now, since devolution, since the formation of the counties, wamekuwa crazy flag. Walikuwa naimba wimbo gani? You should tell us. Walikuwa naimba vaida. We should know.
No, someone said that. I talked to Munyora and said that during the time of Akaranga, they had a county anthem. I don't know if it was sung in Kimaragoli, I don't know. I did not go into the details of the same. So my question to him was, if they had that county anthem by then, nani alilipia pesa ya county anthem kutengenezwa? How much was it paid? No one disclosed that. You remember during the Akaranga government, things were it was because nafanyika tu sababu zinafanyika.
Now come to this perspective. Now here we are. I'm trying to understand this thing in a different perspective.
Yeah.
We are putting money in a county anthem. The chairman of that particular committee is the one who formed the East African anthem. You're coming to us to tell us you want our views from the public participation to be put in that
composition of
the anthem. Tell me, are you sure that every information that everybody will give all over the 5 sub-counties will be included? How long will it be?
Okay, to say it as it is, that every information will be included in. And personally, I felt that was just, let us show them that we are doing it. A formality. It was a kind of a formality.
That's where I was coming. Yeah. That's where I was coming. What is happening? These people, what we know, and how I got this information, don't ask me, because I won't tell you. But the truth is that this money has already been squandered. Pesa ishakulwa. Na wenye wamekula, they are now like, maze, najua, hii pesa tumeikula na tujui tutaambiaje watu. So let's formulate something that will come out to
cover the cost of this money.
The cost of the money. See, niliambiwa walikuwa na, like, for the public participation. I'm sure ukienda kwa record though, they'll be like, we used this for public participation. Of which, those participants walikuwa naandikwa majina. Nilisikia sijui walitumiwa 300 ama 500. Mimi hawezi kunitumia because wanajua wanajua
300 each.
Yes. Kuna
that is for reimbursement for the transport.
I think so. Someone whom I met na akaniambia niliona 300, wakauliza ni nini, akasema nini tulienda hizo majina walipeana kwa public participation. Now my question was, they have given out 300 via form. And you see, those lists, people were putting their signatures on those lists. How much will it cost me as an editor to go and create a list, include all those signatures, now place the amount not 1,000?
No, it's an easy thing.
Understand?
Yeah.
But you see, they will account for it and be like, to me, allocate pesa, the account.
But the minister herself said that the money is yet to be approved. By that time we were at Ebusakami, and she said that the money is yet to be approved. It's just a proposal that it has been tabled. Now, where did they get the money to reimburse the transport when the money is?
Those are some of the questions that they need to answer us.
There's an extra money to reimburse the transport, then there is another money to.
Now let's get back to the county anthem. The Vihiga County, if this thing is under the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture, Vihiga County has got beautiful sceneries that are sleeping dormant, that can be pumped in money and be used also as a revenue opportunity for this county.
And job opportunities.
Yeah. Understand? Vihiga County has got legends who really touched the hearts of the people in this country. Look at it. We have got Kidondo Stadium. How much it has costed to renovate that Kidondo Stadium and even rename it? And I was thinking of somebody like Joe Kadenge. Joe Kadenge was a footballer. That name is slowly going down. It's slowly, completely going down. Understand?
Yeah.
How much will it be? Let's embrace this legend by just, let's make the studio, let's the stadium, let's furnish it, let's rename it, let it be protected.
One side can be Joe Kadenge, the other side is whoever, and the other side whoever.
You understand?
Yeah.
Number two, another thing, we have got people like the legendary musicians, somebody like the late Shem Tupe. When we were burying Shem Tupe, I can't really remember the year, but Governor came, Otichilo came. Otichilo came, and he was like, you see, he comes and he's like, basi tutatengeneza studio, modern studio ya kisasa hapa ya county ambayo wasanii wa county watakuwa wanaenda kufanyia muziki huko. Up to now. Up to now. Hata kukomboa tu room kafanywa studio like other media stations wanafanya, haijajengwa mpaka sasa, and is almost existing office. But akona pesa za kutengeneza county anthem. We have got old people in this county, Bunyore, Maragoli and Tiriki, who understands the culture of Omunyore, Omuklokori and Omutiriki. They are there. Most of them have been excluded in matters to the cultural activities of the county. I have an example. Most of the times tumekuwa tukifanya cultural events at Epsakani every December. Some of the wazes who really know how our Munyore culture runs they end up going home complaining. Like, we have been neglected, like we are no longer existing, like we are nowhere. Understand? And they have to tell me, you have money for the county anthem. What is so special about that county anthem?
And why should it be pushed to people?
And why are you forcing us? Now, these people, I'm not objecting the county anthem, but I hated the strategy they used to give us the county anthem. You cannot tell me that you want us to give our views on what you have already decided. Well, if they wanted the public participation, they'll have come to us to tell us the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture has got an allocation of this amount of money. What are your views over them?
How should we use this money?
Understand? If the county anthem was a proposal, they will not be defending it the way they did. A proposal is either accepted or rejected.
Sure.
If it's accepted, let it move. It's rejected, you accept that it has been rejected. So you don't go back to people and you are making us to
start calling them names.
Calling us
they are like
tomorrow. Hey, Governor.
Do you know what?
I personally, Jairo, I'm among the individuals who traversed in Bunyore with a microphone with Oliver Manya kwa lori tukiambia watu wavami Bulindwe. I myself to the far end Ochiwore, tulienda mpaka Ochiwore huko chini kwa mpaka wa Jaluo na Waluya. Kuna polling station iko huko, lakini hata watu hawaelewi ni nini inaendelea. But we are like, kura ikifika vote Otichilo. We had nothing to defend this guy. 2022, almost everybody knew Otichilo was going home. He knew. So we were like, we had to use a lot of diplomacy to convince people by
you need to give this guy a second
by making them understand that the dance of a madman is only funny when he's not a family member.
Sure.
Oliza, if your own child, mama, ametoa nguo, they were like, no. So this is our son, amevua nguo na anatembea ni mwenda wazimu. Tumfunike ama tumchekele?
Mfunike.
They were like, wacha tumfunike.
No way.
That's how he rose to power. I myself, tulikuwa mimi, Oliver Manya, we had another guy called MC Gushi, we had another guy called this guy called his name was MC Axon. Understand? So Axon took our water and we did a lot of work. Wakati time ilifika ekwa kando. It's okay, that's not the issue. I'm not even interested in any of them. So the issue of coming to tell us tumerogwa because tumekataa county anthem, hapo napo governor alianguka mtiani. Angetuuliza, what is the procedure? If this thing will be done as a festival, tungekubaliana. Because we have got music directors in Viga County who really understands how the formation of this thing. It will be done, we want to produce a county anthem and we want teams to participate, whether choir, individual, whoever it is.
Yep.
Then watuambie the county anthem should
feature 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Understand? Watu wapatiwe time, auditions hata zifanywe at award level, then finally end kwa county. Aniela. Then they will have also included professional music adjudicators from the Kenya Music Festival Foundation. It's there. It happens. See, hiyo kitu wangekuja tuambie shilingi milioni 3 imefanyika kwa hiyo kazi yote, I will be like, okay, anyway, but at least these are
something to show.
Understand? Hapa nimemaliza mambo ya county anthem. So county anthem to me, it's luxurious. It's not a necessity. At the moment, you cannot tell me you are bringing a county anthem wakati mativet hazina pesa, polytechnics zimefungwa, hospitali hazina madawa, and you want to bring us the county anthem. Stima, kuna ukitembea huko ndani mataa ziliacha kuwaka kitambo, but mtuletea county anthem. Honestly.
Okay. We will continue asking or looking into that and asking more questions. Wamefikia wapi na hiyo county anthem, because I'm yet to get more information on wamefikia wapi. Last time I met the assistant youth director said it's a process, so they are still going. They have had the views of the people. They are writing a report that will be presented to the governor, and then from the governor but again there were some questions to be asked on the same.
Wait a minute, if you say they are report to governor and whatever, there's something you need to you understand. The governor is bitter because the ground rejected whatever he proposed. That means there is a way they have to force that thing to happen, but with like they know. I mean, kama unalazimisha mtoto akunywe uji na hataki na umejua hataki. That's what they are trying to do to us. So as much as itapita ni sawa.
But young people still ask. We will still ask questions on the same at Ikipita. It's our work.
It will not be easy, by the way.
Yeah, it's our work to ask all those questions, and we will ask those questions. Now, you as a die-hard supporter of the current governor, and you campaigned for him, and you made sure that he got the second term as a governor. There are promises that the governor did made to the public in different places that he will fulfill them. I personally walked around to some of those project sites, and you can see nothing working in those project sites. Let me just begin with one that is next to his door, the granite factory at Ebuyangu. Last time I was there, I think the only the only work that is happening at a show of some local people trying to make some stones. I don't know for what and all that, but there is
the only thing that is there just a perimeter wall.
Yes, a perimeter wall with some half-built kind of offices or in administrational infrastructures. What really happened?
Number one, the governor had plans for that, but he lacked implementers. People with power, they have no ideas. But people with ideas have no power. And that's what's happening at the county level. Otichilo has power, has ideas, but those that are surrounding him, they have power but completely no ideas. And the individuals who have got the ideas on how to do these things, they have no power completely. So there's what we call self-interest. People are self-centered. Like, I should get what I want. My stomach is so important in this thing. Understand? So the priority, how to prioritize these things becomes a problem. And again, knowing that this is the second term, I'm going home. Definitely, he's clever. He has to invest in what he'll be using the rest of his life.
But he'll be investing since he was an area MP for 2 times. Then he became a governor for the first time, governor for the second time.
Who doesn't want money? Who doesn't want money?
How much is enough? Okay, who doesn't want money? But how much is enough? One thing I believe, leaving a legacy is much better than living a wealthy person without being a wealthy person without a legacy. And this was the time that Otichilo had to really sign his legacy within Vihiga County. That anyone who comes in and say there was a governor in Vihiga County who did 1, 2, 3, and no one can ever beat this record. But now where we're headed to the remaining time, which is 1 year, we can't count 2026 because that will be campaign period, and within campaign period anything happens. He's only remaining with 1 year, and with that 1 year you can't tell me he would have worked out of these things and brought them to fruition at any point. Then we have Kidundu Stadium again, that I heard some 50 million were given to the renovation of that stadium. But up to now, that stadium looks like more of a maze, a cornfield. It looks more of a cornfield.
When you mention 50 million, and I look at Kidundu, I'm disappointed much because Kidundu is dead. Kidundu is not existing. Kidundu is in the worst condition ever. And the 50 million Kenya shillings is enough money to make that place look as beautiful as it can be. Just as I said, people are self-centered. 50 million. Yako ni ngapi? Yangu ni ngapi? Yangu ni ngapi? Aya, hiyo story imeisha hivyo. Ndani mwandike report.
Lakini tinga itembea hapo kidogo. Ndeni picha. Mweka social media. Hiyo story ikufe.
And it's done. It's done. Contractor nani? Tapata contractor ni jina ingine hata uwezi soma.
China.
And you see, the most and good, but the reason I say some of these projects get stalled is because you find that those who are given the tenders are still the same people in that particular department. You get? They're the same people in that department. So they know very well, like, I know nitaongea tu na governor, nitaongea tu na mdosi.
Nitaongea na mzae.
Nitaongea na mzae.
Okay, with the granite factory, the locals said the reason why it's not going up, it's because the locals have filed a case against that. Like, they don't want their land to be taken. They don't want their land to be taken because most of them were told they'll be moved to other places. So they want to be sure that there will be a compensation for them before they move to the other places.
That thing will have been done before they bring the idea. I was in Narok, not Narok, I was in Kajiado County, place called Ngong. There's GR inafaa kupita. So kuna place yenye gava inataka kuchukua itakuwa inaeka mizigo. Understand? So the people who are living there, they were notified. They were like, the government wants to take this thing. What happened? These people were given time to be like, I can vacate. Yes. And how do you go? They were compensated even before the project was launched. It had not yet been launched, but walisha kula pesa. How much would it have costed them if truly they wanted that thing to happen in bigger? They would have come with the idea, talk to the residents, tell them this is their location, this is the amount, and it is worthy what you have. Kama uko na boma, iko hapo, uko na ng'ombe, uko na nini, uko na nini, uko na nini, hata uko umejenga, kama hapa kisima, hata kama uko tu na kisima, it should be included.
Kulipa pesa kwa kisima.
Yes, kulipa pesa ulichimba nayo kisima. You understand? Once they do that, I'll be like, okay, I've already been compensated, and maybe ukiangalia, see, it is easy. Hata unaweza ibia hata serikali. I'm very much articulate. Naenda nachukua ma blocks hapa 50 na najenga haka kitu hapo, naambia ilikuwa duka yangu, ilikuwa hachari, nilikuwa nimefugia hapo vifaranga. So najua mtajua vile mtakwambia, maybe it's not
the politician news. That is the politician news. Okay.
You understand? As long as the value of what I want ianze kupanda, pandisha value kidogo. If my original value was 2 million, nimeongeza imefika 4 million, na umenipatia 5 million, nitabishana na wewe nikitafuta nini? Itakuwa
ngumu sana. And then you give an option. Kuna place fulani mnaweza enda ni hapa.
Exactly.
And we already talked with those people. Exactly. This is what they will do for you.
You understand? So once it's done, you'll be like, I'm sure hata ikianza mimi already I'm settled. But wewe unakuja kutuambia that you will be compensated. So wacha ianze tu utakuwa compensated.
So for you personally, do you think that Otichilo has really worked or he has failed? Like at if you give him if we have at a scale of 10, which percentage are you giving more? How much do you think, or how better do you think Otichilo has really
on a scale of 10? On a scale of 10 is 4, below average.
Below average.
Below average. Because many things. Number one, and actually for me at a personal level, I don't blame Otichilo. I blame the people he has that surrounded him. When Otichilo was the MP, the larger Mhaya constituency, when we were both Luanda and Mhaya, Otichilo had a manager called Tom Matingo, was the manager. Do you know, Otichilo never strained, but he was recorded as the best
MP
all over the country.
Yeah.
Who did that work?
Atingo,
the manager. That's as I said, he has power, but now the implementers are the worst people. Understand? So to me, I believe like he trusted people who really don't have an idea of what they want to do. You know, funny thing, like I'm in the building industry. You find someone coming on your site from the office of the physical planning, and ukiangalia vitu anauliza, you're like, sasa wewe ulijipataje kwa hiyo